You know what I mean? Like shuttles, all that stuff, every day, every single day. Spring. This takes hard work, and if y'all expect to do something in your life, you need to be the best you can be. Listen, y'all might be all-stars now, but that same person that's not here, he's working right now. You guys are sitting down. Somebody's doing push-ups. Somebody's in the gym. Somebody's running. Somebody's doing something while you guys are sitting here. So take advantage of this, bro, because at the end of the day, if neither of you make it, y'all have to have a plan B. Y'all know 1% of every player in college goes to the NFL. So that means 2 people here are going to the NFL. The rest of you, where are you going to be? You're going to have a plan B, or you're going to just be at home? You want to sleep on your mom's couch all your life? Because trust me, bro, I'm trying to leave. I have dreams for myself that every day I see. When I wake up every morning to a post of a Maserati on my wall. That's because that's what I want, and that's what I'm going to get. Like every day, like scholarships, I remember sitting like I want to go there. You know what I did? I started working out. I started doing what I need to do in the class, bro. Like you see all those guys in the All-American game, like yeah, those guys are cool. My cousin's Tyron Johnson, you know, #1 receiver in the nation, bro. You know how he got there? He worked. If you don't work and think it's gonna be handed to you, you're gonna be screwed. And when you get to college, I'm telling you, bro, I'm only 213, bro. The defensive end at Notre Dame, bro, he's 250. I have a lot of work to do, and it doesn't stop right here.
#1 college to go to as of right now is Tennessee, for the simple fact of their education. They make sure all their players graduate in 3 years. Even after the 3 years, if you want to get your master's degree, any type of degrees, they still pay for it. I feel like that was the best place to go. I was like, okay, the light-skinned game, I look light-skinned now. Nah, but some of the same stuff, y'all gotta take this to heart, man, because, I mean, like he said, it's somebody else that's out there grinding much harder than y'all. Seeing y'all here is gonna make them even grind even harder. So, next level, I mean, in high school, you just gotta keep, don't go down, just keep going higher, you know what I'm saying? Always stay humble. Like when I mean humble, like stay humble, because if you get too high or too low, it's gonna ruin your career. And trust me, I know. My sophomore year in high school, I broke my leg. I thought I was done. But a couple of weeks later, starting the playoffs, came back, helped my team go back to the championship. I went to the championship 3 years of my high school career, and so like I was saying, broke my leg sophomore year. It was a slight fracture. I thought it was over because I was like, hey, I'm a sophomore starting right now, and this is a time where they start ranking us, and I wanted to be #1. So then after that, a couple of weeks later, trainer comes in and says, do you want to play in the playoffs? I said, of course I want to play in the playoffs. Just for how bad I wanted to play for my team. I was a leader on and off the field, like even as a youngster. When I was sitting here where y'all at, I was always the leader. And so just having that in me, instilled in me, I just wanted to play. So got out there, even had a broken leg, trying to chuck the ball as far as I can, do everything that I can. I mean, if y'all sit here and say that y'all don't care about the person next to y'all, y'all lying. Because if y'all didn't care about him, y'all would not be here right now. Y'all wouldn't be playing on the same team as him. East and West, both of y'all. I'm just here to give y'all some advice, man. I mean, y'all can sit here and laugh and giggle and all that type of stuff, but I'm just here to give y'all some advice. If y'all don't take it to the heart, then, like you said, it's only 2 people that in here that's going to go to the NFL. Y'all got to figure out which 2 it's going to be, not me. I'm going to college right now.
2 of y'all going to be all of y'all.
That's up to y'all.
Like, I played with that kid. I was an All-American dude in the game with that kid right there. I know he was hard work.
Even though we on the opposing team, I play on the West team. I'm from the West Coast. He play on the East team. A year from now, I'm going to be looking at him on the college, and we're going to be playing against each other. Then we're going to be like, hey, remember when we was playing against each other in high school? It's a once-in-a-lifetime deal. And y'all got to understand the fact that once y'all go to high school, y'all ain't going to never see this team again, probably. Because certain things are going to happen with your family situations, everything. You might not see the person next to you again.
You guys got time for a couple questions?
Of course.
So, and what Sharon didn't tell you, he also throws a 102-mile-an-hour fastball. So,
Whoa. Y'all are some big kids, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all look grown.
I still
got
can't.
beards.
This kid has a beard. This one has a beard.
Look, he looking.
He's as tall as I am.
Bro, I think I know you from somewhere.
Yeah, I was at the Elite 11.
Oh, okay, yeah, because you and your brothers, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I seen your tights. I was like, oh, yeah, I had those tights. How you got those? But then I remembered your face, though, yeah.
anybody got a question for these guys?
Do you? How many times do you think you'll sack him?
What happens, bro. I can't see what's gonna happen. So maybe zero, maybe a lot. So.
All right, anybody else?
Hey, one thing I don't like people being shy. So if y'all got something to say, y'all
for
can
real,
ask
please
now,
don't be
please.
shy, bro.
Because then later on, y'all can be telling your friends, oh, I should have asked him this. Nah, I don't like that type of stuff.
It could be, I don't care if it's a
Go
garbage
ahead,
question.
at least like 10 questions before I leave. Because we got a banquet to go to, and I ain't really trying to go anyway.
Right, just come on. More questions, bro. What's up?
Hey, when you guys are in high school and like you going to school, whatever, and you sign to whatever school you're gonna go to, is life just get better over there? Like once you go to like after you know you're going to college, like you know that you're going to get in, everything's set. Like what do you do from there?
Bro, you work. You are a non-factor in 5th grade. You're a non-factor in 8th grade. Then if you do what you need to do and you're a factor in 10th grade, then that's when but once you get back to college, bro, you are nobody.
All right, so I'm saying
So you have to work.
for that like 12th grade year in that 11th grade.
It's still not over, bro. I'm still working. I'm still working.
I'm still working too. Like he said, he had his issues with.
I had 3 days off, and I had to go straight to track. And during track, I go to a trainer. I got out of track at 6 o'clock. I don't get out of my training to 10. And I have school and have to study and stuff like that.
Hey, I'm telling you, once you go to high school, it ain't no joke. Because then you're going to be saying, oh, yeah, I ain't got to do this homework, and this is going to bite you.
How many of y'all see practices like, man, I don't want to go to practice? Be honest.
Be honest.
Be honest. How many of y'all had practices there y'all didn't want to go? I want to sleep in. I want to sleep in.
See, exactly.
See? Like I was sleeping, bro. We had to be up. I was up at 6 o'clock this morning. Just sitting.
All our stuff right now for this bowl game is in a tight bond. We got when we first came, they set up a few events for us, like going to Santa Monica Pier and stuff like that. But if you think about it, we didn't have that much time because we all had to bond. We were sneaking each other out, trying to see who was on the team and everything like that. I mean, we knew some of the guys, of course, they were the top players in the country, but at the same time, you're like, what is he about? What is he about? Is he going to be a friend? Is he going to be friendly? I don't know how he's going to react to me and stuff like that. So, and then going into a new coaches, it's all-American coaches and stuff like that. Learning new plays as fast as you can. Well, y'all should know something like that. I mean, y'all all came together. It's East versus West, right? Y'all got y'all same coaches.
What East side? I don't care about the West side.
East side.
East side, boy.
Hey, that's fine with me. I know all my West Side boys. They straight. They ain't gotta say that. Nah, but yeah. I mean, coming into the All-American game, we got to learn a lot of new stuff. We got to bond as fast as we can and play a game that's like 5 days later or something like that. And so they give us these events to go to and stuff like that. But at the same time, we got practice early in the morning. We still got to wake up early. It's the same deal. But afterwards, they give us a little time off, and then we go. We come back here, it's maybe 7 o'clock. They let us stay up for us probably till 12. As long as we're in our rooms, that don't really. It's not a big factor for us and everything like that. But they do that for a reason. They make us come back to the hotel at 7, and they make sure bed check is at 12. They do that for a reason by saying, hey, we're gonna check on these guys, see if they really want to get after it. Because if you got somebody that's staying up till 3 o'clock in the morning, they're gonna be tired of practice at 7. So they do a lot of this stuff on purpose. So, I mean, just the whole situation is just crazy. I might think that we having all this type of fun and stuff, but at the same time, we learn the plays, we grind it, and y'all gotta grind too.
They fly you out here?
Nah, I'm from Cali. I'm from Southern
They fly
California.
you guys out here?
You had a question?
Y'all 40.
Oh, go ahead.
All right, 4 or 5 for the bad start.
I don't really run 40s, but I just do my training and stuff. I ain't really all into that 40 stuff. I probably have to do that at the next level, but as long as I'm getting away from that, as long as I'm getting away from the outside linebacker, I'm straight, man.
Do y'all use like the ladder for footwork and all that?
Of course. I mean, all that comes with the territory of playing football. You got to have a few work, right? I'm pretty sure he does it too. Linebackers got to make sure that running back can't beat them. Running back got to make sure the linebacker can't catch them. So it all comes with the territory, man.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold summer workouts this year. Most of y'all, who know, like, does any of you know what John Curtis is, like the school, the high school, John Curtis Christian School? John Curtis School. He's Coach JT is the only coach to win 500 plus games and 26 state championships. So we are held at high standards. I mean, during the summer while y'all are at the beach and stuff, as soon as school's out, we get a week off and we're right back to practice. On every Wednesday, we do plyometric running. It's an hour and 30 minutes of nonstop movement. So that's bags, that's cones, that's ladders, that's high knees, that's running, that's sprints, that's jumps. You know, the muscle is at its best when it's being shocked. So you think push-ups and stuff like that. Most guys, when you do workouts, you do lightweight. I'm saying you do as many reps as you can, then you shock it with some heavy weight.
For you guys, when you guys like lift weights or do, what do you think is harder, doing like 100 push-ups or doing 100 reps of like weights?
Nah, that's all mental, bro.
It's mental.
Yeah, it's all mental.
Because like when you hear around like a person that can bench press like 300 can do like a upside down push-up.
I mean, that's all mental though. But
But
that's
if you can control to a typical person, if you can control your own body mass, you'll be good, bro. I know a guy that I work out with, bro. He doesn't touch like the weights. Straight push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups, all that stuff. Like doesn't touch weights, and he's 10 times as big as I am.
Yeah, a lot of times it transitions over into the weights and everything like that. So it's depending on how you using your body to your advantage. I mean, he could tell you going into the Elite 11 deal, we had to work out with the red, white, and blue team. We had missions. The missions were extremely hard. Imagine going to a lake at 11 o'clock at night and you gotta swim around a booby that's 200 feet away. And we didn't get back till like 2 o'clock in the morning. I mean, we had missions back to back to back right when we getting off the flight. I mean, we had people from the East Coast coming to the West Coast. I mean, it was easy for me because I was going right up to Oregon. But people that was coming over, I mean, it was tough for them because it was like we on that time. I mean, that's 3 hours ahead. So they was waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning, coming over and working out. I mean, no time for rest. First day that we went in, it was nonstop, just mission after mission after mission. It was crazy. But a lot of the stuff that you're talking about, I mean, that's just mental. You gotta be able to mentally process everything. So.
Have you ever had a doubt in your mind saying you weren't gonna make it out of high school?
Always, bro. Still to this day, I still do it. I woke up the other day, bro. I was thinking about, you know, any moment, any time, bro. You could break your leg, you could break your arm, you could break your neck. Like he said, bro, give thanks to God, bro, because every day you breathe in somebody's, dying, bro. I mean, so, but I always have doubt, bro. I'm doubting myself now, bro. Should I go to Notre Dame? Should I not? But still, then I know that's the right place for me at the end of the day, and regardless of what I think. Once I get over my, homesickness or whatever they call it, bro, I'll be fine. Because 40 years from now, I'll have everything that I said I wanted, and I've accomplished it, and I can smile and sit back and relax.
I still have doubt to this day, just like how you said. I mean, I doubted myself coming to talk to y'all because I don't want to mess up y'all future and nothing like that.
All the stuff that I did wrong.
Yeah, like I'm a great speaker and everything, so that's why they kind of chose me, being the leader. I always got doubt in my mind. But mentally, I try not to show it to everybody. Like right now, my heart is like beating real fast. Make sure.
Oh, I'm sweating, bro. It's hot here.
How do you guys stay humble, being that you guys are two of the top athletes really in this country? How do you stay humble? How do you do it in practice? How do you do it out on the field?
For me, I hang around a lot of Polynesians. So, they got that laid back, just coast. That's how I stay humble. I don't really get too high or too low. Being in the position that I am, playing quarterback, a lot of the times, like if see him being a defensive player on my team, defensive talk and yap their mouth off, I just let everybody know, like, hey, you can let them talk, just let them be about their business. I mean, don't really worry about all the outsiders that's trying to look in, because there's gonna be a lot of naysayers and stuff like that. I mean, you just gotta make sure that you stay on the right path. Don't worry about nobody else but yourself.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't care what they say, bro. Once I touch the field, I probably lose all etiquette. I go from being Bo Wallace to like some other dude, Marshawn Lynch, James Winston or somebody, bro. Because when you have this feeling in your head that you know that you're doing something right, and I'm not gonna ever doubt y'all. If you ever have something to say on the field, bro, say it, because at the end of the day, if you don't express how you feel, you'll never know how you feel inside your own mind. You know what I'm saying? But me being humble, I'm not big on social media, bro. I have Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, all that stuff, just because of the coaches. But I don't post because I don't care. I don't like being out because somebody's watching you wherever you are, bro. Wherever you are, bro. I got off the airplane here, and somebody asked me who I was. And I was like, oh, I know you. I'm in Cali, bro, and I'm from New Orleans. You gotta be mindful of everything you do. Regardless, your parents tell you stuff, not out of spite, because they've been there, bro. That's my biggest issue, bro. I'm about to be 19 years old, and I always forget that my dad's 40 years older than I am. So when he tells me something, it's like he was there. So let me suck it up, and you be like, walk off, bro. Walking off probably is the best thing for me because I'm quick to say what I want, and counting to 10, bro, helps me a lot, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like when something goes wrong, I'm not even gonna lie to you. So be mindful of what you do and what you say to people, bro, because at the end of the day, somebody's always watching you. It might not even be nothing wrong, bro. Somebody could take something positive and turn it negative. Somebody could take something negative and turn it positive. You never know how somebody else is thinking.
Exactly. Hit on what he said. Social media is real life getting people nowadays, so y'all got to be careful what y'all doing nowadays, man. Not to say any names, but a player that I know did something wrong on Twitter. His scholarship got took, just like that. Y'all don't want that to happen to y'all, so please be mindful of what y'all doing. Please. It's too many of y'all. I see all y'all faces. I'm pretty sure y'all all dog tired, you know what I'm saying? And I know y'all are like, oh, I'm doing this because I want to make it. But if you make that and you send it off and everybody can see it, because I'm going to tell you something. Your tweets and all that stuff do not disappear. They still on your page. You might not know it. But it's still there. Just like all your pictures and everything that's on your phones, you might not think it's there, but it's all there. And everybody's always watching, trust me. It's always somebody. If it's not your mom and your parents, it's somebody else outside of your house that's watching. So be mindful of what you're doing. I see you had a question back there.
I was gonna ask if you know Mike.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my roommate. We played together. We went to the same high school. He like my brother. So, wait, what's your name?
Valentine.
Where are you from?
I'm from Riverside.
Oh, okay, that's why, yeah.
All these kids, huh?
Yeah, nah, cause he was with me in Oregon, and then I guess he know my. Oh,
I just wanted to see if you guys give an example of like maybe one time you really doubted yourself, and then how you kind of pushed through it, whether it be in football or off the field. Just for
Six popped in my head just now, bro.
I got one. So my sophomore year, in the third game, we lost our first 2 games. And I was like, man, this is horrible. We had never lost 2 games in a row like that ever at my school. And so going into the third game, we're playing Great Oak High School. I mean, it's a primetime high school. Crowd is crazy. Like when I say a college crowd, like how you see those high schools with college crowds? Like they paint their bodies, DJ, all that type of stuff. I mean, so I go into the game, I'm like, and it's their homecoming. So I'm like, how am I about to beat this team? It's their homecoming, they're a great team. I'm only a sophomore. I done lost 2 games in a row already. And it's just like, I'm scared as heck. So going into the game, first series, throw an interception. They go back, they score. Second series, we drive, but we got a punt. They go back and score. Third series, another interception. They go back and score. So by that time, it's probably like halftime because our defense is doing a great job. So we go into their home, and we're losing. I'm a sophomore. I'm terrified. Like, dude, coach is about to pull me out and put a defensive player at quarterback or something like that. So going to the locker room, I'm really doubting myself and everything. But going to the locker room, I sit down. Tavita comes up to me, the kid that he's talking about. He's like, because he was a sophomore at the same time as me, and he's like, dog, like we gotta go get after it now. Like this is killing the team right now. Like you need to come on. And I'm like, Nah, man. So all the seniors come up to me. They like, come on, man, we got your back, and you just need to like quit all that kid stuff out and pouting and stuff when you make a mistake and everything. And I'm sitting here doubting myself. Next thing you know, my coach come up to me. He's like, hey, you're the guy. You're the starter, and we picked you for a reason. So go back out. So I'm like, okay, I got some confidence now. Go back out. First drive, go down and score. Second drive, go down and score. So I say about maybe the fourth quarter, it's what they have, 21. I believe they have it, and I think we had like 16 or something like that. And so we drive all the way down, and we're on like the 10-yard line with like maybe 15 seconds to go. We do a QB sneak run the other way. We beat them at their house. I think the score was 21-24. And mind you, it's their homecoming. I mean, they done had elephants come out and walk down the football field and everything. And all that doubt that I had just went away when I felt like my brothers had my back. And that's how I overcame my doubt. I was like, I got to go out there and do it for my team, especially because I had number 3, number 4 receiver in the nation playing on my team. He actually the one that helped us win the game. He went out there and broke off everybody on the field, just trucking dudes left and right, breaking tackles left and right, and just went down there. I threw him 2 touchdowns, and we came back and won that game. So my doubt went away after that. After that, I was just like, okay, we got this now. And then the tragedy happened with my leg the next week. And so that's when the doubt came back. But overall, doubt is something that you want it to be. I mean, it starts with you. You doubting yourself is just like saying like, how could I say this? No, I'm not gonna say that. But doubt is just like something you don't want to have in your mind, because if you got doubt in your mind, you don't believe in yourself and the person next to you. And if you can't trust the people next to you, then there's no reason to be playing with them on the same team. So.
To be honest with you, I have a couple of scenarios, and it happened 2 years back to back. We played St. Augustine with the number 1 running back in the nation my junior year. Leonard Fournette, and first off, I'm already like, this is a big dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even. I'm not even a buck. I'm a buck 98 at the time. So first off, that's how I started off. We're just coming out the gate, and me, and like I told y'all I like to talk on the field. Like no lie, talking on the field got me in trouble. I doubted myself, and I got kicked out. Didn't play the rest of the game for just running it and not, doubting myself. The next year, same thing, same kind of thing, bro. On kickoff team, playing in the car. Doubted myself, bro. Just still doubted myself. Got into an argument with another player and got ejected for the game. Doubted myself. Thought I'd never play another down of football for this guy, for my coaches. Doubted myself. But in the team meeting before our game on a Thursday, the players, one of my players just stood up and was like, bro, even though what happened to you, we still not gonna put you down as a team, and you're still our brother. And when you come back, that you better come back at 150%, like nothing ever happened. And that when you get back, you put everything that you have on the field out on the field. Leave everything and never take it back. Don't worry about what happened, because you can't take it back. Once it happens, it's over. I mean, when it's 0-0, regardless of who wins and who loses, it's over. You can say, I should have did this, I should have did that. If I was there, I'd have been like this. But doubt is something that is mentally. And I learned that from being here at the All-American Bowl. Working with Marines, bro, I don't think I've ever worked with a Marine. Going through a 10-minute Marine workout is like going for an hour straight of like nonstop just workouts, bro. We do something that is like insane, and I'm not going to Marines. I'm just letting y'all know that right now. I'm not going to the Army. I'm not even going to the police force, because that's just too much for me mentally, bro. And they taught me, and I'm real close. If anybody sees me on the field, bro, you'll notice me immediately, because I have the utmost energy. Like I'm ready for practice. Like regardless, I don't care how my day was, bro. I can be like, bro, I hate school right now. But the second I get out of it, I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's get this practice in. Because I have to fight not only for myself, but the person that's sitting next to me and the person that's behind me. Bro, when you're on the line and when you receive it, bro, the person that you're standing next to or the person that you're down in the stands with is that same person that you got to rely on, bro. So if you don't know what you're doing, you might just go ahead and be honest with yourself, bro. Because and that's the person next to you. Because I'm 9 times out of 10 that person knows your job too. It's not about knowing just your job, but it's also about knowing the job to the person standing next to you. And never doubt yourself, bro. Just please never doubt yourself. Because when you doubt yourself, you put yourself in another state of mind, like you can't do it. And my dad always told me never say can't, like, because it's not in a man's vocabulary. We were put here on this earth to do things that, most people can't do.
So we're going to leave it on that, guys. How about a big round of applause?